Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I will talk about toys and I will explain how you can make some gold with many of these toys. So I'm sure that most of you are aware that some toys are BoEs and some toys are directly linked to your character as soon as you get them. And so in today's video I will really focus on, of course, the BoE toys because these are the ones you can make a lot of gold with, and I will try to make a top 10 based on a few things. So in order to make this ranking, I'm going to take into account the price of the item, the sell rate of the item, the easiness in terms of crafting or farming the item, and then also in like the requirements in order to use the item. So based on all of that, I will try to really make this top 10, and hopefully it will help you identify some potential like toys that you can then craft or farm and that you can make some gold with. So before I do that, I want to like quickly like just introduce you to all these different toys. I've tried to like go through everything, like all the toys that are currently available, and I put up together like a list of all the BOEs. And so I think this list really will help you understand what are the different toys available and what are the most interesting ones. And so yeah, so I will put this Excel in the description. As you can see, I've added two different tabs. One where the ranking is based on the sell rate. So from the toy with the best sell rate to the ones with the worst sell rate. And then the same with the prices. So the toys with the best price to the toys with the like yeah, cheapest price. So I will put that in the description and really enjoy, like it's free use. As you can see, I've also added all the different links from Mohead, so you can easily find the information about the toy, where you can find it. And yeah, hopefully with that, you will be able to really like hunt a lot of toys and make a lot of gold with them. So before I dive into the ranking, I just want to answer one question. So why would people be interested in buying different toys? And so in my opinion, there is like two main reasons. The first one is like, of course, like if the toy is useful or cool. I'm thinking, for instance, about the coin of many faces, orb of deception, like the different bingotrons, all these different like toys that are extremely useful, molly, for instance, things like that. And then you also have like some cool toys that are just funny, some, for instance, the ogre pinata, again, like the orb of deception, things like that. So for me, like this is going to be the like one of the most important reasons, really. If people find an interest in the toy, they will invest some gold in it. And then, of course, it's also because you have some achievements that are linked to the different toys. So as you can see here, you need to have like a lot of them in order to unlock these different achievements and in order to like unlock the different rewards. Most of the time it's like pets. And so yeah, a lot of people who want to really have as many achievements as possible will buy a lot of toys just to have a collection that is as like complete as possible. So because of these two things, I can guarantee you that many people are interested in buying toys and that you can make a lot of gold with these different items. So now let me go directly in the ranking and see what are the best toys to farm or to craft. So at number 10, we're gonna have one toy that you can get only during the Wintervale event, and this is the Trashin Killdozer controller. So this toy is very easy to get. You just need 5 of these Merry supplies, and in order to get the 5 Merry supplies, you need to only do like the 3 daily quests on €1 character, and you will be able to get the toy. So as you can see, the value is pretty good, 18k gold on average on European realms, and the sell rate is not too bad, 0.03. So what most people do is that during the Wintervale event, they will just like maybe buy 10 of these and then wait to sell them throughout the year. Sometimes it can take like quite a lot of time to sell these different toys, but again, I think it's always a nice addition to have up on your auction house, and it really doesn't cost anything. It will probably be like 10-15 minutes of your time maximum, and then you can have that throughout the year. And as you can see, like for instance, I'm selling one, I'm the only one, and I'm selling it for 45k, and I already sold some of these toys for that price because again, people just want to have a complete collections, and when they see that this toy will only be available like 6 months after that, they just will consider buying the item even for like 40k gold. So I'm putting it only at number 10 because it's only available during the Winter Veil event, which won't be available before another like 8 months. So that's why I'm putting it only at number 10. But really keep that in mind, especially for the next Winter Veil event. And also, if you find some very cheap auctions on the auction house, less than like 6K, yeah, I would consider like buying them and then reselling them, because again, people don't have the opportunity to farm more at the moment. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for my number 10. So after that, we're gonna have two different BoE toys from Battle for Azeroth: the Glaive Tosser and the Blight Bomber. So you can get these two toys by doing the different war fronts from Battle for Azeroth, and then directly next to where you can, like enroll for the war front, you have some vendors and they sell these two toys. So what is very interesting with these two toys is that in order to get the Blight Bomber, you need to be Horde, and in order to get the Glaive Tosser, you need to be Alliance. But you can sell both of them on the auction house, and both Horde and Alliance players can see both toys. So it means that, for instance, if you're someone playing only on Horde, you will have to actually, buy it from the auction house if you want to get the Glaive Tosser. And on the contrary, if you're playing on Alliance and you want the Blight Bomber, you will also have to either just have a Horde player that can do the Warfront, go through everything, and then buy the item, or simply buy it through the auction house. So this is why I think these two toys are pretty interesting. The only, of course, issue is that you need to do the Warfront. So I haven't done any in quite some time, but I'm pretty sure that now they made it a little bit easier for you to do these different Warfronts. And of course, you can also get these different currencies by completing the world quests and all these different things in the different areas of Battle for Azeroth. So the Warfront is the best way to do it, but you can also, of course, get some of these insignia just by doing the world quest. So when it comes to the different value, as you can see, this one is around 56k gold on average, with an average settle rate of 0.02. And this one is like 37 with an average settle rate of 0.02 as well. As you can see, I sold one of these already quite some time ago for 71k gold, and really I can tell you, like on most realms, you can sell them for like a really, really good price. So in my opinion, they're good toys to have up on your auction house. And I'm especially thinking, as a lot of people are paying in like maybe BFA just to do other activities. If you get a lot of these insignia, this is a good way to like spend your insignia and just like have something that you can then make money out of. So it's going to be my number 9, and really, in my opinion, two interesting toys to keep an eye on. So at number 8, we're gonna have the portable Yak Wash. So this toy is available only when the time walking event for Mist of Pandaria is on, and basically it will just cost you 500 of the like time walking currencies. So really, just by doing one dungeon and accomplishing the quest, you will be able to buy this item. And then you can sell it for, as you can see, on average, like more than 20k gold on most realms, on European realms. And yeah, the sell rate is not too bad, 0.04. So this is definitely the type of toys that people just buy in order to actually have their collection increased, because otherwise it's a very, very useless toy. So just to show you basically what it does, and it's very specific to only these two mounts. It can, so as you can see, my yak is right now brown, and by using that, yeah, it's white and then purple. So that's the only use of this toy, and so really people will just buy it because they want to have their collection improved. And yeah, so again, for me, maybe doing one dungeon for Mist of Pandaria can take, yeah, maybe between 20 to 30 minutes, and it's an easy 20k gold. So most of the time what I do is I try to do it on 1, 2, or 3 characters, and then I just buy a couple of these portable Yak Wash, and then I just sell them. At the moment I don't have any available, but they do sell, and yeah, I would recommend you to do that as soon as the Mist of Pandaria time walking event is back. So at number 8, I actually also want to add another one. So let's say like 8 this, and these are gonna be all the different toys that you can craft with the Legion leatherworking profession. So all you need to do is to go to this trainer, learn the training, and then complete this quest. You just need to buy, you know, some of the Stonehide leather and Storm Scale. Then you can unlock Legion directly the Legion leatherworking profession. And then in order to buy the different recipes to craft the toys, especially one of them is extremely interesting, to come here to Xurius, and with the curious coins, these different like items that you could get during Legion, you can buy, for instance, this toy, so the leather love seat. So this level of seat is one of the toys that you can craft, and really this is I would have to say like something pretty interesting. So as you can see, the seller rate is 0.15, the price is 10k. In order to craft it, you just need 10 of this fell hide. So on average, yeah, it's gonna be like around like 3k, 5k, and then you need like 50 of these, so that's nothing. So yeah, I would say like it's a pretty like decent way to make quite a lot of gold, and this is not the only one, of course, that you have from this profession. So if I go here, you can see that there is over things. So yes, there is the flaming hoop, for instance. So as you can see, this one has 0.02. In order to buy this one, you need like some slightest eye, and this is also like not really too difficult to actually like buy. I mean, this is pretty easy, the recipe. So this one is also pretty cheap. It's gonna be, yeah, around like 2k5 to craft and 10k on average. Then you have this one, the leather pet bed. This one, it's just by completing this quest, and same, it's gonna be around like 3-4k in order to craft the item. And then you have the leather pet leash. So again, this one is extremely easy. As you can see, it's only one fell hide and 50 of these. So on average, like I would say like 500 gold, and you will still be able to sell it on average for 7k gold. And so yeah, I would say that really, for me at least, all these different toys are extremely easy to unlock, and they're really not difficult to craft. And so yeah, as you can see, it really took me only like 20 seconds to unlock already the level of seats, and then the rest is probably just like 5 more minutes. So I would have to put them at number 8, because I mean, you still need to like, you know, like have like a level worker, and you need to like invest in the different materials. So you still need to like spend a little bit of gold. But in my opinion, these are all very good toys, and so that's why I'm putting them at number 8 bis. So now at number 7, we're gonna have two toys that you can actually purchase directly with the different shiny pet charms. So these pet charms are honestly pretty easy to get. For instance, in Legend, really won't take you too long to get like 50 or 100. And then you can buy all these different pets, and you can also buy these two toys that, as you can see, you can sell on the auction house. So you have the indestructible bone and the spirit one. And these two toys have like a pretty good, I mean, value. You know, it's like 8 to 9k for this one, and like 13, I mean, 10k for this one. And the seller rate is 0.02. So I think really, in my opinion, this is like very easy to get, and I would recommend you to do it. And again, you can also normally buy these ones, I think, with other type of like pet charms. I'm not 100% sure, but normally I think you can. But anyway, really the ones from Legion are extremely easy to do. So all you need to do is like usually do these, you know, like little like pet battles, world quests, and you should be able to get quite a lot. So as you can see here, it's 20 already. Then if you go on other places, you will most likely have others. And yeah, 19. So look, it's already just by completing these two like quests, you can already almost buy one of these. And really, in my opinion, this is like a good way to make like a couple of gold, especially if you just want to like maybe gain some new pets or things like that. Keep that in mind. I think these two toys are really interesting, and yeah, I would encourage you to farm them and try to sell them for like a good price. So after that, we're gonna have the coin of many faces. So I'm sure that many of you already know this toy. It's a very popular toy. So as you can see on this one, the market value average is 6k on European realms, and the sell rate is 0.18, so it's really really good. And honestly, on many realms, you can still like sell it for more than 20k gold, and it sells because really this is something that many people love. So basically, what it does is that once per day you can activate the toy, and it will give you like a random appearance from like a list of characters that these are linked to the item. So for instance, if I click, right now I'm this undead priest, and yeah, so a lot of people love doing that because it allows you to like play different races with like different like type of armors, and so it's really good. And so a lot of people are willing to spend a lot of gold on it. So this toy is only available during the like Halloween events. So only by killing a few mobs in your like next to the Alliance garrison, you will be able to get the toy. So you need to come here, and you need to come here in order to in Shadowmourne Valley in order to like kill these spectral like skeletons, and you will be able to like get the toy. It's extremely easy to get the toy, really. If you're like with a group that is like killing all the time the different mobs, you can really get maybe like 30, 40, or even more per hour. So again, what a lot of people do is that they would just like farm these toys, maybe like have like 100 of them available for the year, and then they'll just sell them throughout the year. One good way to make some gold, I have to say, with these toys is also simply by flipping them, because a lot of people just like give up, and so they will try to sell them for not even like 300 gold, something like that. So what I would recommend you to do is simply to buy the stock. I mean, only if you don't have already a lot, and then to resell them for like a huge price, because the demand will still be there. People will buy it, whether it's like 300 gold or 20k gold. And yeah, like that, you can really make a lot of gold. But again, the easiest way is to just kill all the mobs and get the items when the Hallows Hand event is up. And yeah, so a really good toy to have up on your auction house, I would say. So at number 5, we're now going to have the pretty Draenor Pearl. So this pearl, as you can see, is pretty good. It has like an average market value of 13k gold and an average sell rate of 0.04. And in order to get it, it's not too complicated. You just need to come here. So it's just there in first right ridge, and then you can fish it directly in this pool of water. And yeah, normally it's like 100% chance of getting it. And as you can see, boom, it's a very easy way to make a lot of gold. And this is something that you can do once on each of your characters. So really something you can replicate many, many times. And you can also do it on many different realms. So in my opinion, a very like easy toy to get with a good sell rate and a good value that you should definitely include on your list of things to add to your auction house. So as you can see, really, you just need to come here, and it will take you one pull to get the thing, and then to get the pearl. So a very easy toy to get, I would have to say. So after that, I'm gonna have to put the different toys that are linked to the Shadowmourne legendary quest from ICC. So in order to get these hacks, the legendary Shadowmourne hacks, you need to like complete different quests, and some of the rewards of these quests are some, for instance, there is the very famous tabard that you can get with this quest. So this one, the tabard of the Lightbringer, a very very good item as well, with very good value. Then you can have like one of the mounts, the Death Runner Charger. I don't really remember the name, but I think it's this one. So the Crimson Death Charger, which is also a mount you can sell on the auction house. And finally, after that, you can get two things. So first of all, you have the Sylvanas music box, and then Muraden Favor. So these two toys are extremely good. As you can see, when it comes to Sylvanas music box, the market value is like 60k and the sell rate is 0.06. And for Muraden's Favor, it's 48k and 0.06 as well. So this one will just simply transform you into one of these like ice, like, winter, like dwarf. And then the Sylvanas music box just like summons some of these like lamenters. And yeah, so I would say the Muradin's favor is definitely more useful, but yeah, this one is cool too. And so in order to get these two toys, as I mentioned, you need to like complete the quests, and it will, I think, on average, like mostly it will take you like 1 or 2 months to complete the quests. But again, now it's not too difficult to do. This is something you can easily solo. I think there is just maybe one quest where you will need like 1 or 2 people to help you, but other than that, it's really not difficult to do. And if you know, for instance, you want to like farm invincible or like maybe like other type of things from ICC, I would just encourage you to do it on a character that can uh, do this, you know, like a quest line for Shadowmourne, and then you will get these two toys and also the mount and also the tabard, and there is also like a look like the Jaina's lock that you can sell, but this one is not a toy, it's just like summoning you to that errand, so not as useful as all the rest. But yeah, so I would highly recommend you to do that. And really, I can tell you these two toys sell always. And one thing I would have to say is that these toys are actually extremely good when it comes to flipping, because a lot of people will just be very impatient. And so at some point, they will try to sell them for like maybe 15k gold, 20k gold. And just like if that's the case, just buy them, because again, this is not something people can farm again and again. And you will most likely be able to sell them for way like yeah, for a better price after that. I remember even on Argent Dawn, I was doing that a lot at some point, and really, I maybe like flipped 10 of these Sylvanas boxes, and the Muradin's favors were a little bit more difficult, but the Sylvanas boxes were selling really well, and each time I was making 15, 20k gold profits. So I would recommend you to look into that. But yeah, so that's gonna be my number 4, and I think these are some really good toys to have up on your auction house. So at number 3, we're gonna have the Tournament Favor. So this toy was available, I think, yeah, during Legion, and this is a toy that, as you can see, have a really good like value. So 120k gold on average on European realms. This is the toy with the best value amongst all the different toys you can actually purchase on the auction house. And so this is why I'm putting it at number 3, even if the sell rate, as you can see, is only 0.01. So it will probably like take you a little bit of time to sell, but it's definitely something interesting to have up on your auction house. And I'm sure that, you know, after like a few like weeks, a few months, you will maybe be able to sell it, especially on high pop realms. So in order to get this toy, you need to complete this like expedition with your like mission. And so this is the Win the Crowd mission. So I don't know how often it, you know, appears, and like if you need to do anything in order to unlock it. But all I know is that this is how you can get this toy. And yeah, I would really say that it's worth it, because again, you can have it, and even if at some point you don't want to sell it for 120k gold, you can try to sell it for 50k gold, and probably someone will buy it. So yeah, really, again, this is like something you can do in your like class order hole, and hopefully you will be able to find a mission and then to get the toys. So actually, if you were able to find a mission and get the toy, let me know in the comments, because I really didn't find a lot of information on this toy. All it says on this page is that now it's, you know, available through that thing, but other than that, there is not really anything you know, in terms of information. So really, if you can, try to let me know if you already got the item or not. And yeah, so I'm gonna put this one at number 3. And really, I think just because of the value of the item, it's something that is worth farming and to have up on your auction house. So at number 2, we have one item that you cannot actually sell it directly on the auction house, but the item that can like get, like, you know, just make you get this toy can be sold on the auction house. And so this is what we're going to talk about now. So at number 2, I'm going to have to put the famous Katie's stem whistle toy. So this toy is probably one of the best toy you can really have in games. So this is basically the toy is making this you know, character appear, and this is like a mailbox. So then you can do that anywhere, and unlike, for instance, the engineer version Molly, you don't need to be an engineer. There is no requirement whatsoever. So really, in my opinion, this is something extremely interesting. And this is like something a lot of people will spend some gold on because it's just extremely useful. So in order to get this toy, you need to come here in the new data run, in Legion data run, and just next to this mailbox, you can pick up this lost mail. So this lost mail will give you like a quest item, this one just here, the lost mail. So this one is directly soulbound to your character, and then it will like ask you to do like to complete a series of quests that you can do directly under like data run. So all you need to do is go just here and click on this thing here, and normally after that you will be able to access the room where Katie is there, and then you just need to like complete a few quests, and after that you will receive the toy, and with that you will receive like an over item that is like the same thing as this one, but this one can be sold on the auction house. And so this is the one we're really after in this video. So unfortunately, there is none available on my auction house, but basically, yeah, you can sell the same item, but this time on the auction house, and people just buy the item. They can then, start the quests, and they can like that get the toy afterwards. So in terms of value, it's around like 16 to 20k gold for the lost mail, and the average sell rate is 0.33, so it's extremely good. And yeah, this is definitely something I would encourage you to do. And again, this should not take more than like maybe 10-15 minutes to accomplish all the different quests. And the only difficulty is, of course, to find this mail, because once someone take it, then you will need like to wait like a couple of hours before having another one. But other than that, really an easy way to make a lot of gold, and so that's why I'm gonna have to put this one at my number 2. So after that, we have, of course, what is going to be, in my opinion, the best toy to farm in game and the most profitable one. And this is going to be the Orb of Deception. So the Orb of Deception is a toy that was introduced early in Classic WoW. And basically, you can use it in order to take like the appearance of the other faction. So each of your each of the different races are like linked to another race. So for instance, here on my undead, it's directly the night elf. For instance, if I'm on a Tauren, it's gonna be gnome. If I'm like on an orc, it's gonna be actually I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it's Draenor or like dwarf. But yeah, so each of them are linked, and so this is a really cool way to just take the like appearance of another race. And what is really cool is that it doesn't change your armor. So as you can see here, for instance, we just like kept the armor and just like added it on night health. So this is like a toy that everyone is always using, and this is really, for me, I think one of the best item in the game. In terms of like the sell rate, it's 0.08, so pretty good, and the market value is 50k. And so in order to get this toy, I would say it's not too difficult. In my opinion, the best way is absolutely going to be by like just farming all these silken treasure chests. So you have them in different areas in like Kalimdor and in Sir Kingdom. So all the different cataclysm areas, and then you also have like for instance like Silitus, things like that. And in all these different areas, you can find some of these like silken treasure chests. And so I would highly recommend you to do that. I know that one thing that could be very interesting to do is when you're farming, for instance, the rares in that area in the Blasted Lands, you can like easily also farm these different treasure chests. And yeah, in my opinion, really, this is the best way to get this orb. Otherwise, what you can do as well is just like farm the different dungeons from Vanilla WoW, so especially Zul'Farrak, things like that. And you can also, of course, get like some really cool transmog and some like cool weapons. So I would say this is also a good way to get the toy. But really, if for instance right now I want to farm the toy, I will most likely just farm the chest, the silken treasure chest. And like that, you should be able to get the toy, yeah, after like a little bit of farm. So that's going to be it for today's video. Again, I'm sure like, there are like plenty of other like toys that I added to the list, to the Excel, that could be part of this top 10. But this is based on my experience and based on my knowledge of, like all these different toys, like the ones that I think are the most profitable ones. So even if sometimes the value can be more important on other toys, just the way to get the item, or for instance the like requirements, are going to make the item less interesting. For instance, I'm thinking about the like wormhole for Shadowlands. So this is probably one of the toy with the best sell rate at the moment. But the only issue, in my opinion, is going to be the fact that again, this is something that only engineers can like use. So here, as you can see, the wormhole generator Shadowlands 0.55, extremely good, and the market value is like 5,000. But again, it's like you need to have like engineering, so many people are not going to do it. But still, for instance, this one I could have definitely added it. It's just that again, like I'm trying really to avoid each time. But this one is actually easy because it's just Shadowlands Engineering 1. So you can literally just create one character, like learn Shadowlands Engineering, and you will be able to use the item. But still, like I'm trying to avoid the requirements. And so, yeah, that's why I decided not to include all these different engineering toys and everything on the list. But again, I'm sure that you can still like find many other toys, and so that's why I, like really created this Excel where I listed all the different toys. Because again, even if in my opinion, these are the 10 best ones, you will still be able probably to like make a lot of gold with other toys. And so yeah, so that's going to be it. And I will be back very soon with more videos. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will try to answer as soon as possible. And in the meantime, wishing you the best of luck. Bye.